Hi guys, welcome back. Well, on the last video, we won with Christine. She's got brakes. In the Mach, not so much. But we went inside and we pulled out all the stops, and we pulled out our brake bleeding kit from AutoZone we bought. And it's got all these little hoses and different fittings for different cars. And so we bled the master cylinder. Yes, we did, on the car. You can see some of the fruits of the labor right there. The bench bleeder's still on it. And we got fluid coming out of each line. And the master cylinder's topped off. And it was a bear. Those lines have been on there for so long, we had to take I had to do an old trick of mine that I learned from my buddy Rick Woodruff. Thank you, Rick. And I took a propane torch and heated the nuts up. And it was a daunting task. I mean, it was just a pain in the butt. I wish I could have videotaped it. But it was just so difficult for me to do it. And then try to videotape it too. It was just, you know, just too much. It would have been great if my son would have been here, because he could have videotaped the whole ordeal. Because this one front line gave me so much trouble. And then the rear line wasn't as bad, but that front line was just a pain in the butt. It did not want to free up. So you try to turn the nut and the whole line turns with it. And if you do that, then of course you're going to be replacing the line. And I'm trying to do it with a minimum of labor here. I'm trying to fix it without doing that, without having to change the lines on it, right? Yeah, they need change, people. We know, okay. I know we should change every line. Yes, I know we should put all hoses and, you know, new wheel cylinder, new master cylinder. Sure, I realize that, okay. But we're not Vice-Grip Garage here. We're Beamer & Son Garage, you know. We try to fix things with what we have here. You know, we don't like going to the parts store and spending money that we don't have to spend to begin with. And we don't like them getting our money. And another reason I don't do it, you know. I mean, if we had the money, that'd be one thing. But if you don't have the money, what are you going to do, you know? Just going to look at it? No. We're going to fix it. So let's get in here and let's get the bench bleeding here. This will be the third time. Well, we got a cat in here. Get out, Preston. Get out of my car. I'll kick your ass. Yeah, I appreciate you going there looking for a mouse, but not right now, son. Nope, not right now there, buddy. So you could do this on the, you know, on the car or off. So it means you'd have to unbolt it, take it off, chalk it up in a vise, and basically take a screwdriver and, you know, ejaculate it in and out, you know. You know, if I do that, then, you know, I'm going to have to take the two nuts and the pin and then go in the garage and do it. And it's just a lot of extra labor and time that I don't want to spend. So we're going to do it the old school way. We're going to bench bleed it on the car, which a lot of people do that anyways. They bench bleed it on the car. They don't even bench bleed it on the bench anymore. I mean, of course, Vice-Grip Garage does, and these guys, they can afford to buy a new master cylinder. Well, here at Beamer & Son Garage, we're on a budget. And our budget is nile. Is nothing. We don't have we ain't got no money for a budget. So our budget is zero. We got zero budget. We got no money for parts, you know, no money for, you know, tools. We have to use what we have, you know. And that's just the way it is. Okay, now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to just keep pumping this, and then eventually, what my plan is to get a stick and wedge it down. Wedge the pedal down, and then put a stick between the pedal and the seat. And keep it down. And then I'll hook the lines back up. Then I'll release the stick like that, and that'll draw any air that's, you know, in the system back into the master cylinder. And then when you hit the pedal the first time, that's where you need a second person. You'll push the pedal down and you'll open the bleeders up and shove that air back out, and keep recycling back and forth, you know, with somebody in here pumping it. I don't have anybody today, so this is going to make it extra difficult with nobody here to be able to do that. That's the way I was taught to do it. You know, you could do it any way you want, you know. Obviously, we're not going to be able to do it that way because we don't have a second person. We're just Solo. Huh. We're solo. Yes, we're solo. We're by ourselves. My son's at work, and he won't be home till late tonight. By then, I'll be probably tucked into bed, sleep by the time he gets home. Sometimes I'm up when he gets. So, right now, it looks like we're just going to unhook it and then hook lines back up and see what we got. So, that's what we're going to do. We'll see you in the next one, guys. Check out my friends, Actions Auto Parts. Check out my buddy, Jamie Phillips, Actions Auto Parts, and Scott's Speed Shop. Check out those two guys. Subscribe, hit the bell button down there for them and us. And subscribe if you haven't already for us. And leave a comment. And if it's not a good comment, then take it to Uncle Tony, because we don't really want to hear it. We'll see you in the next one. Christine's got brakes. And the Mach 1, it's up and coming. We're going to prove these people wrong. We got two people that says you'll never drive that Mach. We got people say you never drive that car. Well, you know what? We're going to prove them wrong here at Beamer & Son Garage. Because we're winners. Winning. Bye-bye.